So I'm going to go over the Bible. I'm going to play it on my television. I'm not going to sit here and read it to you and break it down. What I'm going to do, though, is play this loudly enough to where you can hear this through whatever device you're watching it on, no issues at all. I'm going to pause this and break this down for you and show you, hey, face value, yeah, go a little bit deeper, though. What does it mean? Go a little bit deeper. What does it really mean? And this is going to take me such a long period of time to do, so I'm hoping because this is not like this is not like me just I can't just listen to this or read it to you and then just I have to stop and pause and say, yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about. So this is going to take some time, man. No bullshit. This is going to take a minute. So today we're starting Genesis. From the very beginning, I went with the King James Version, even though I did not want to. I absolutely did not want to go with this version. The only reason I'm going with it, because it's the most widely accepted version of this Bible. So, let's start.
Chapter 1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw the light that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night.
So, let me explain to you what you can take at face value and what goes deeper. In the beginning, there was a void through which God created. What have I claimed to you and showed you? There's a void, correct? So can you verify that void? Yes or no? Please answer. Can you verify that there is a void? And through that void came everything. So this is face value true. Go a little bit deeper though. What's it really telling you? If you verified a void, you are in a void, and you can understand that through that void came everything, well, what are you? If God created through the void and you've experienced a void, and it also says that he created day and night, but it was also very specific about the light and dark part. What have I claimed to you for 3 years now? And this Bible backs it up, by the way. I'm going to go into detail about it, but long story short, the Bible backs me up when I say that God created the devil to play a game in which he knew in the very end that light overcomes darkness and heaven is restored on earth. This Bible tells you this. I'm going to explain this to you. But do you understand though? So there was light and dark. It was good. It was separated. I've claimed you have light in you and you have a shadow in you. Once they combined and unite, it's the yin yang symbol. Here's the good, here's the bad, here's the good and the bad and the good, uniting. So, let's continue because this goes even further to back up claims I've made.
Evening and the morning were the first day. And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." And God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God,
as above, so below.
God called the firmament heaven. And the evening and the morning were the second day. And God said, "Let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called he seas. And God saw that it was good. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth." And it was so. And the earth brought forth grass and herb yielding seed after his kind, and the tree yielding fruit, whose seed was in itself after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the third day. And God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, And let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth.
Now all this, up until this point, you can take at face value. Look outside, you can verify. You can verify that, my friend. However, all this you can take at face value. Correct. I mean, there's no denying this. You can walk outside and look around and see, hey, this is true. However, let's go a little bit deeper on the 4 seasons. What have I claimed, brother? What have you can verify this too. What have I claimed? 4 parts of you. There's God and the devil, or Satan, whatever the fuck you want to call it. God and Satan's playing a game. And Jesus and Lucifer is like the same fucking entity looking at themselves in reverse. And kind of like a pawn or an avatar in the game. So once they realize this, and the God realizes he created a game to play with itself and the devil, and he's playing these characters, they can unite. But let's just continue, because we're only 2 minutes into this. We're 2 minutes into this, and this is a 3 hour and 35-minute video on the book of Genesis, dude. So this is going to take some time, but we're going to do it. Just because, man, I just want to prove to you that everything that you believe backs up everything I'm telling you, and it's been foretold. Been foretold. This was set in place, brother.
And it was so. And God made 2 great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. And God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the 4th day. And God said, Let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that hath life, and fowl that may fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven. And God created great whales, and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, Be fruitful, and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let fowl multiply in the earth. And the evening and the morning were the 5th day. And God said, Let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle, and creeping thing.
Dude, all this is face value. Like, I'm just pausing this because this is all face value stuff.
And beast of the earth after his kind. And it was so. And God made the beast of the earth after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And God said, Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle.
So let me propose to you this, my friend. This Bible is making the claim that God made us in its image. Now, we're going to break this down. You can take this at face value, and you can say, well, God is a human. That it's human looking. Well, can you verify that? Go look in a mirror. However, question this a little bit deeper. If in the beginning there was a void, formlessness, how would God have had a form? So how did God, for one, how does God have a form? For one. For two, how were we made in the image of God when it literally says that there's a void with no form, and God created through that void with no form? It's an illusion. I can break this down. I mean, genuinely, I can break... If you would be open-minded enough, I could break this down to explain to you literally that the whole entire Bible has predicted your life, things that occurred within your life, and things that are getting ready to happen, and things that are coming later. I can do this, and that's what I'm going to do.
And over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. And God blessed them.
So that's basically saying, yeah, created male and female, but God would have had to have feminine and masculine energy. It would have to be feminine and masculine to create feminine and masculine, to create females and males. So, what is God? Is God a male or female? Well, it's neither. It's an infinite source of fucking energy and consciousness that encapsulates everything within it. So it's not.
And God said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. And God said, Behold, I have given you every herb-bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree, in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat, and to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life. I have given every green herb for meat. And it was so. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day. Chapter 2. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. And on the seventh day God ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day.
So I'm going to stop it here for right now, because this is 12 minutes, dude, and this has only been 5 minutes worth of video. I want to point something out here. It claims in this that God rests on the seventh day. What I'm getting ready to claim to you, and what I'm going to break down even further in this next video, is the seventh day has not arrived yet. God has not rested yet. This has not been completed yet. And I'm going to link this directly to what I've been claiming, that we are pulling off heaven on earth for 1,000 years minimum, because it is, for one, it's been foretold in multiple cultures. This Bible foretells it. God, one day to God is 1,000 years on earth. So when God rests for one day, that's 1,000 years on earth. And God's getting ready to rest. So take it as you will. I'm going to end this here. This is going to take, I don't know how long this is going to take, honestly, because this book is so complex and so brilliantly made, and one thing can mean something else, and then that thing can mean something else, that it's fucking brilliant, and it's going to take a while to dissect this for you, but my hope is, before the whole book's over, I can prove to you enough that, dude, everything I've been claiming is backed up by this. So, game of form in the play of life. I love you. Wake up.